What's good, everybody? It's your man H.R. Cole here with Breezeway Productions, and we're here on the Warner Bros. Backlot for the LMGI Awards. That is focusing on the Location Managers Guild industry here in Hollywood. We're going to be celebrating the likes of people who find locations all over the world, whether it's on set, in the backlot, or everything in between. We want to find out what it takes to be a location manager and how to get such stunning scenery in some of the greatest films out there and television series, all right here on Breezeway Productions. Lori Balton, she's receiving the Trailblazer Award for your work in lots of different movies, but like Inception as well, right?
Well, it's mostly for being the first location professional to get into the Academy of Motion Pictures.
How does it feel to take on such an honor, especially at this award show is highlighting your entire industry?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, it's really great to have been accepted and to have production designers and directors realize the creative input that location professionals have. So it really is quite an honor.
What's one thing you look for in a person who is looking to be a location manager?
Well, I think location management is one of the most challenging jobs in the industry because you have to answer to your movie family, right? It has a lot of demands always. Making a film is incredibly demanding. So, you know, from the director to the producers to the production designer to the DP, everybody has something that they need specifically from the location manager and they have to deliver. But at the same time, that person is the conduit between this demanding group of people who they're making a film with and the public. And so, you know, they have to have the right kind of personality to be able to translate movie information to regular everyday people or even, you know, government representatives. Let's say you're working in a national park, you know, you have to deal with people in the Department of the Interior.
Permits and everything like that,
yeah,
right?
So you need a person who really can speak to both, you know, the movie people and the regular people and really get them together to deliver.
There you go. As a location manager, how do you actually get into the industry and find locations for some of the projects that you work on?
That's a good question. I mean, in LA you could be anywhere, so it all depends on the script, where it takes place. You know, I work on Goliath, which was all LA, so it was easy to find places because it was written to it, but it was a pain because it was huge locations, drone shots, all kinds of, a lot of people around, you know, just crew members. It was a tough show, but it was fun.
Fourth annual award show, you get a chance to go all over the world with different commercials to film out. How do you seek out a location or find people to find these locations for your project?
Well, it's a tough one. You know, it's really tough. I'm giving the award out to Stuart Raven Barter tonight, and he's one of the few guys that. One of the things you have a problem now with the people with the camera eye. You can see something that the camera sees. A lot of people just go and shoot pictures like they're putting up wallpaper.
Right.
But the hard thing to do is find someone to understand the script and listen to you. You know, sometimes people don't listen, but have a camera eye. And Stuart's one of those great guys that one of the few that has that.
How does it feel to be recognized by your industry, especially just being a
Very
fourth?
surprising. I never expected this at all.
If you can go back in your career, what's one projects that kind of stand out in terms of finding location and seeing it come to life on screen?
I don't know. I think one of the most interesting things I did was go up to Nome, Alaska and scout a location up there for the U.S. Postal Service and interview the postmaster up there. And then it turned out next week they were going to arrest the guy.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
That was really interesting, and then I had to find somebody else to replace him. That was the most fascinating experience I think I ever had. It was like really a lot of mess ups that it ended up pretty good actually.
So, with this being the fourth annual awards, how does it feel to come here and recognize a location manager?
It's pretty great. I mean, such a polished event and, you know, kind of showcasing our craft. You know, we're very lucky to have a group of people to work really hard to show us off a little bit and make us feel good about what we do.
It's quite exciting. I mean, I feel really lucky to be a part of all of this. Seriously, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me.
Yeah, no, it's good. Hopefully next year. for you.
I will do want to come next year.
I hope you guys can come down some more and see a lot more on the 5th annual award show. Being an MC, coming from radio to where no one really gets a chance to see you, so you can pretty much be yourself, to now being on stage and you're presenting to people who find locations all over the world. How does it feel to kind of transition and get up on?
Oh, nerve-wracking as can be. I'm lucky. I come from a little bit of the theater. My dad's a playwright, so I come from a little bit of a theater background. But I will say I picked radio for a reason. And one of the biggest being, by the way, is that if I say something stupid, I can edit it out afterwards.
There you go.
So we'll see.
What's one thing that kind of helped you get into this industry or wanted you to become a location manager?
It was I started out saving parking for the trucks and doing security and working on the ground level, and worked my way up and did security and traffic control and all the on the ground nuts and bolts, bits and pieces, and worked my way up to it.
And now you're here nominated for Hacksaw Ridge.
Now here I am.
For me, working with location managers, they do so much behind the scenes that is underappreciated. Like, I can't imagine having a job that you have to knock on doors to try to be the face to allow you to get permission to film somewhere. And I think if I knocked on most of these people's doors, we wouldn't get the location. So it's these guys that get us in.
Yeah, you get a chance to travel to places all over the world, all over this country. How does it feel where this industry is recognizing the people who were able to send you to these places?
It's funny because it's a part of the industry that most people don't think about. You know what I mean? Like locations, you just sort of think that they take the camera wherever they want to shoot and then make it happen. But it's kind of great to acknowledge that, like, no, it takes a lot of work, sort of like locking these down, making sure people are cool with you, like bringing a crew into their home or onto their mountain, or you know what I mean? Like, you got to work with governments, you got to work with private individuals, you got to work with companies. So it's really cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Being on the film commission and working with the location managers, what's one of the first things that you guys look for in terms of working with a project that wants to feature Iceland?
Number one, I think, is that have a good relationship with the location managers. That's the key issue. Secondly, when they approach you, that you can have the answers that they're looking for. You have the connections that they need. And luckily we do.
All right, everybody, that's it from right here at the Warner Bros. Lot for the 4th Annual LMGI Awards. Of course, if you guys want information for that, go to our website, breezewayproductions.com. Of course, I had to make sure I check with our producer on that one. But we've had a chance to talk to everybody from nominees to producers to executives. We had the Lifetime Achievement Award recipient who basically told us after 40 years, one of the things that stand out is dealing with the film commissioner out there who got arrested just a couple of days later. I mean, what type of stories you can only hear right here at events like this. So if you guys want more information, of course, go to breezewayproductions.com, and you can see me on Indie Films Monthly, of course, on Indie TV and BitPix TV. Go to my website, indiespotlight.com, for more information on that. I've been your man, HR Cole. We love you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.